It was the time of the Vikings. The world was theirs, and those who challenged them were quickly vanquished. When their empire unexpectedly fell, one Viking remained alone, the last vanguard of a great civilization. Eric, destined to rebuild the Viking civilization and discover the fate that befell his brethren. What's up, agents? Zero here. Welcome to a game called The Last Vikings. Now, this is an RPG of sorts, and I've been playing it, well, the past week or so, and I will go ahead and admit this is not the first time that I've actually played this game in general. I played this back when it was first released, but I removed it from my system for a while, and I put it back on only just recently, and I've really been enjoying the game thus far. It's really interesting. Now, this was developed by a team known as If you guys remember, a few weeks ago I played a game called Tiny Dice Dungeon. That was made by the same developers. The only difference is if you go to the App Store, Tiny Dice Dungeon was published by another company, whereas this game was published directly by Springload. It's still the same developers, it's just the difference of who put the game onto the market. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I want to do is I want to scroll all the way to the left. This is all the loot that I've collected. Now, as you can see, I've got red numbers that say at risk, and I have a certain amount of each material that I have. I've got gold, wood, I've got cloth, nails, and rope. These are basically all used in order to make certain upgrades happen, and because it says they're at risk, that means other players, other Viking camps have a chance to go ahead and steal this from me. And that's because there is PvP in this game. It's not live PvP. You're battling an AI version of someone else's Viking stats, and I'm always at risk because of the way this game is structured. Pretty much at any given time, another player can find my Viking camp and take certain resources from me. I think it's determined by the game what resources are taken and how much. I don't think they have a choice as to what gets taken, but they do get to take home a few spoils if they manage to beat me, which is a rather nice mechanic, but at the same time, it also gets infuriating when you're attacked by numerous people all at once and losing practically everything, which not fun, but it is the mechanics of the game. So let's go ahead and go over here, and we're going to go ahead and go on a little bit of a raid. Now, at the end of this video, I'm planning on raiding another actual person. Whether or not I'll actually win is a completely different story. But for the remainder of the video, I'm going to go and do the single player campaign to give you guys an idea of how this game actually works. So let's go ahead and jump onto our boat. And what we want to do is go ahead and click on Solo Adventure, and this will bring up this menu. Now, I'm going to zoom in on two icons as best as I can. One of these icons has little squares at the four corners, and the other one doesn't, and there is actually a major difference between the two. If you tap on an icon that has those four corners, you can go ahead and start sailing directly from there. If it actually has no corners on the four sides, then basically that means that you have to sail to there. You cannot start sailing from there. So, for example, all the way down at number 16, which is the bottom rightmost icon, I actually cannot start sailing from there, which means I actually have to go from a previous location. However, if I go to number 15, which is the one directly behind it, if I tap on that, I can go ahead and start sailing from there because it is a checkpoint. So let's not waste any more time and show you guys how this game actually works. I'm going to start at location number 1 just to give you guys an idea of how this game actually works. So we can go ahead and start from this, and actually went ahead and did a land battle just recently, so unfortunately I'm not able to land battle this particular location, but I will be land battling another location just so you guys get an idea of how this game actually works. So let's go ahead and start a sea battle. And what you want to do is you want to tap and hold the row button down the bottom right, and occasionally tap the fire button on the left, which that'll fire off your arrows. And when you tap and hold the row button, it basically fills up the bar slowly, and what you're trying to do is get the white line to line up with pretty much one of these bars that's down on the bottom, and that'll determine what you do. And so what we're going to do is go ahead and go into this town, and this is what it looks like. You go into town, off screen, you take stuff, and you have a chance to get gold, loot. Well, you always are guaranteed to get gold and loot, and then you have a chance to either get additional recruits to your Viking party, or you can get a brand new weapon, which I actually have this weapon already, so I'm not too worried about it. So let's go ahead and continue on, and let's go ahead and show you guys what a land battle looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and go back in here, and I'm going to do a land battle from number 2 right here. So let's go ahead and go into land battle just like this. Now from here you can actually choose whether you're ready to go directly into battle, or if you want to manage your party, which I'm going to tap on manage. I don't think I'm going to do anything right now, but this is where you can basically do all of your upgrades, and this is where I said all the loot and gold are actually necessary. For example, if I go ahead and tap on barracks, so here I can actually upgrade all this by basically buying stuff, and I don't exactly have enough materials to go ahead and upgrade to get another recruit, but this is exactly how you would go about doing it. Right now, I have 7 people in my party. Basically, that means I have a lot of people to lose if that actually ends up happening. I have 3 heroes. Apparently, I have 5 levels of strategies, which I have yet to figure out what that's supposed to mean. I think it's how fast you can actually gain items, and then training, I'm not 100% sure what that means. Let me double check that. So think of it as the hard work. Training is a small part of, okay, so I actually have no idea. Oh, I think I know what this is. This increases certain stats. So if I go ahead and do 2 upgrades for this, so it increased my attack by just a bit from 9 to 11. Okay, so now I got that figured out. I haven't been playing this game for long, just about a week, and I still have to figure some of this out apparently. And let's go ahead and go back, and let's go ahead and tap on this to battle sign right here. We're going to go ahead and get started. Now you can see this bar is moving back and forth. What you want to do is land on these different icons in order to do different things. And so these battles are 100% automated. The sword increases your attack, the shield increases your defense, the crosshairs increases your accuracy whenever you're actually in a battle, and then you're going to see that there's a double arrow, or triple arrow I should say, that increases how fast the bar fills up. So that's basically how it works, and you just simply tap the screen whenever you want it to stop. Now here's an interesting mechanic which I'm going to do right now. If you pause it on the same icon 3 times, down the bottom left I actually have a little bit of energy fill up, which means I actually have the ability to go ahead and use a massive attack, which I'm going to go ahead and increase my defenses a little bit, and that did not work. If you fail one of the moves, then you'll actually lose everything. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my super attack on the boss. So let's try to go ahead and get our shield up. I guess it's not going to happen. Oh well. Alright, so let me go ahead and show you guys what this super attack actually does. So if I go ahead and tap on it, this is what happens, and it does a ton of damage. And yeah, I went ahead and beat them in one shot with that. Alright, so I got myself gold. I got myself a little bit of loot, in this case 2 nails. I got 2 extra recruits. You have a chance to get more weapons, or depending on what level you're on, you can get pet tokens, which I have yet to actually get a single pet token, all things considered. And supposedly pets can actually help you in certain battles. Alright, so there is a little bit of battle for you. So here's what I want to go ahead and do. I'm going to sail back out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start from number 15. This is the furthest checkpoint out that I have. I'm going to start from here, and I'm going to go ahead and make sure I fill up completely on arrows. Just basically fill up and make sure I'm always landing on arrows every single time I try to fill this up. There we go. As you can tell, I'm using up a ton of arrows, but that's okay because I'm going to be trying to replenish them as things go on. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and stop at the first port that I reached to show you guys exactly how this actually works for the actual checkpoint system themselves. Oh, and I lost the Viking, not really a huge deal. Alright, so let's go ahead and attack. And you can see this icon at the base of their village. That icon is basically telling you you cannot sail from there. That is another way that you can tell whenever you can actually sail from a particular point. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I want to actually sail out until I reach this point right here, number 20. Obviously, I could go to number 19 if I really want to, and I definitely should go to number 19 because I've actually yet to complete the land battle over there. And once I get the land battle there done, I'll actually get a shield around it, which if you fail a sea battle, you will lose one of your relics. If you have a shield, then that means you don't actually lose the relic. You just have to do the land battle over. But I do want to head over to number 20, and because the closest pet checkpoint to it is number 15, I have to sail a long distance to get there, which means I have to do this over and over again for a really long period of time, which is not really a huge deal, all things considered. It is just how the game mechanics actually work. And now I'm out of arrows, so I need to restock. This is one of the problems, is you have to make things keep up on your arrow supply. Now, if you were paying attention, you may have seen on a previous screen that you have the ability to go ahead and have auto fire on, and that's actually not as beneficial as you may think. Because even though it is technically auto fire, which you'd think it would fire the arrows automatically, which it does, it only fires them in short bursts. It fires one, waits several seconds, then fires the next one, which is beneficial for first starting out, but when you get to later sections like the one I'm in right now, that exactly is not good because it's not able to take out the enemies quite as well as you might think. And part of the reason I actually want to go ahead and make my way to this checkpoint is because I should hopefully be able to get myself a brand new bow, which actually, if I remember correctly from playing this game before, actually increases the amount of arrows and crew members you can have at any given time, which is really nice. Now, there's actually a green triple arrow that I can use. If I use it, basically what happens is I can increase my speed overall, and once you hit 4 times, then you're going at max speed. But I'm actually more concerned, obviously, about getting arrows than anything else. Now, I should hopefully be coming up on the next, apparently I did not destroy that. Come on, I'm trying to do the best I can to destroy these, projectiles that are coming my way. This is not going all too well, but at least I'm doing better than I thought I would. Alright, let's go ahead, and because I'm hurting on the amount of crewmates I have left, I'm definitely a lot slower than I would be otherwise. But hopefully by the time I get to this next area, I should have a checkpoint reach, which will definitely be beneficial. Alright. Oh, there is not good. Alright, let's go ahead and run. Come on, I need to fill up my arrow supply. See, this is part of the problem, is that you start going a lot slower the fewer crewmates that you have in your ship. But at least it's fairly balanced, I will say that much. Alright. Let's see, where are you going to throw at me this time? There we go. Took you out. 2 arrows left. Alright. So this is the last one that I have already held down. So I need to get past this point. Alright. Come on, if I can not suck it actually using this bar. Alright, I need morals or otherwise I'm going to be in trouble. Oh, that's definitely not good. You definitely see how tough this can get the further out you go. I'm afraid I may actually end up losing this battle if I'm not careful. Alright. I think I only have 1 Viking left, all things considered. Oh, there we go, finally made it. Alright. So here's what happens when you get here. When you get to some place that you've never been before, this barricade comes down, and before you can actually do a land battle, you actually need to completely destroy this barricade, which I only have 1 Viking left, so I'm not going to do a whole heck of a lot of damage. Alright. So that's actually not too bad, but because I made it to this point, I should hopefully be able to start directly from there, if I'm not mistaken. So if I go to there again, tap on this, yeah, I can go ahead and start a C-Val directly from there, which is good. So let's go ahead and start from there. And now I have my full entourage available to go ahead and do as much damage as I possibly can. And that did some serious damage to their barricade, which is actually not too bad. Alright. That's really good, all things considered. Alright. Alright. So let's see. I should be able to buy a brand new boat, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so yeah, I can buy a brand new boat, but I am short on materials to go ahead and do. I need a ton more cloth, a ton more rope, and I'm going to need a whole heck of a lot more gold in order to do it, which means I'm going to have to do a lot of farming in order to be able to even buy this brand new boat. I could use the premium currency known as hack silver, but I do not have enough hack silver to go ahead and buy the actual materials that I need. So I do have access to a brand new boat, which is good. I'm going to head back out on the sea because I want to show you another feature that is available. And no, I just want to scroll down. Thank you. So if you take a look at number 3 right here, there is actually a little icon right there, which if we go ahead and go there and start from there, we're going to encounter someone interesting. This is Maria, and her little big friend I should say, is named Cole. And here's what happens. Whenever you visit her, you get hack silver in amounts of 5, which, as I mentioned, this is the premium currency of the game. This is an easy way to get hack silver from her, but it has a long cooldown. So you do have to be mindful of that. Alright, so let's go ahead and do what I said I was going to do at the end of the video and go ahead and raid another player. So let's raid a Viking camp, and from here we should be able to go ahead and pretty much do whatever we want. Let's go ahead and hit play, and you can either battle a friend, you can have the game pick someone at random, or you can target somebody specific. I don't actually have any friends that I can go ahead and directly raid who are playing this game. I don't know any specific players they can target, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit random pick, and there we go. The enemy has been found, which is good. Alright, let's go ahead and sail, and this is all done automatically. And it looks like, yep, I won. And I got, let's see, what am I stealing? I stole one piece of cloth from this person, which is the whole point of raiding. So that's actually not too bad. You don't lose anyone for going on a Viking raid. So that's actually not too bad. Now let's see. Do I have, yeah, I have 2 of my bars taken up, which I've already used for raiding players. It's actually not too bad. But other than that, that's actually where I'm going to go ahead and end off the video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure that like button. Or more, make sure that subscribe button for future content. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at AgentCP0 to stay updated. This has been Zero Series. Thank you guys for watching. And with that, I will see you guys later.